Hello, my name is Nicholas Espinosa at City University of Seattle. Today I'll be discussing the unheard voices in education, specifically those for the paraprofessionals. In the United States alone, there are over 100,000 paraprofessionals who make roughly $30,000 a year. Nearly 60% of those paraprofessionals have bachelor's degrees, while almost 10% have master's degrees. Almost 25% of the paraprofessionals stay in their location for less than a year, and nearly 50% only stay for at most 2 years. What I have learned from my coworkers, research, and own experiences is that paraprofessionals typically feel undervalued, underutilized, and underappreciated at their locations. Here is a quote from Daniels and McBride, 2001. Paraeducators are critical team members in inclusive, self-contained, resource room and general classroom settings. Together with the classroom teacher, they have the power to influence the scope and nature of educational and related services provided to students. At my location, this quote couldn't be any more true. Any chance I get, I love to talk about real life and this team that I have right here. We work as a family and as one unit. In our building, we have 7 teachers and 20 paraeducators. So that's roughly 1 teacher and 3 paraeducators to each room. We work to decrease and eliminate hierarchies, and within the classroom, students know each of us as teachers. Every teacher and paraeducator is a salaried employee, and making up nearly 2/3 of our staff, our paraprofessionals form the basis of our culture and our progress towards incorporating an inclusive environment for our students. We provide leadership opportunities for all staff, all paraprofessionals, and they're given the opportunity to move up into teacher roles as well. Many of our new paraprofessionals are often extremely surprised that they have the ability and opportunity to look at every IEP and do have a say in what is written in the education and care plan. Our paraprofessionals are invited to every meeting, given opportunities to teach electives, and given a voice when there are changes that will affect their day-to-day. However, even our work isn't done. Our paraprofessionals have asked for more training and inclusion in IEP meetings, something I 100% support. As I continue to grow as a leader, I look to improve the inclusion of paraprofessionals in my own building, as well as find ways to promote these ideas and expand across other schools. According to a study by Riggs and Mueller 2001, paraeducators also reported that staff relationships were not characterized by mutual respect, and they were not asked for their own opinion on student issues. Now we, as leaders who are working to develop a model for the future, we need to ask ourselves, what created this culture, and how can we change that for the future? As we begin to strategize, we should first consider making it an expectation for teachers and paraeducators to develop behavior and education plans as a team. Paraeducators are given more one-on-one time than any teacher. And to be quite honest, sometimes they do know that student better than we do. As leaders, we need to recognize this and utilize this for the betterment of the student's education. As leaders, we can ensure that we provide a platform for our paraprofessionals to have their own voice and ability to ask questions. Through this line of open communication, we can build and facilitate better teamwork across all parties and develop education plans that speak to the students. Now, there will be times when we have to use top-down teaching, in which the leadership team trains teachers, and then teachers are then trained to provide that learning to the paraprofessionals. Now, I've too often heard that teachers are equipped to work with children and not adults. So if we want to create an inclusive climate and culture We need to change this mindset and move to a growth mindset in which everyone buys in to the idea that we're all equal and have one shared goal. Some changes to inform our growth mindset can be to give paraprofessionals an opportunity to lead instruction, include them in IEPs, provide them a platform to have a voice, to listen, and work on building relationships. After all, as educators and leaders, our goal is to solve a problem. In my opinion, the voices of our paraprofessionals are not only unheard, they are underappreciated. And for those reasons, we need to increase the involvement of our paraprofessionals, the inclusion and opportunities for those paraprofessionals, find ways to increase salaries and benefits in order to increase job satisfaction with the purpose of retainment for those staff. Thank you for your time.